Hi there, and I'm Menno. I'm going to be walking the Camino shortly, and I've bought a K-Way hiking backpack that I'd just like to give you a quick rundown on the reasons why I've purchased this bag and the features of this bag. As I say, I haven't used it before. It's a new bag, and just shortly, it's a 50 liter plus the extendable additional 10 liters, which is, I'll show you as well. The additional 10 liters is the section on top here. This bag, let's look at the frame first. The frame, it's adjustable. At the back, it's got this mesh anti-sweat covering on the back, and it's quite durable as well. And it's got different settings. Mine has been adjusted fairly high, so I've already set it up for myself. Then the padding, nice and thick. The belt at the bottom, it's a nice thick waist belt with padding and little pockets on the belt. The pockets are for personal small valuables possibly. They probably won't work for a cell phone. They're too difficult to get to because they're pretty much on your hip on the side, not in front. And the cell phone would be a very small cell phone. So on both sides, it's got these nice open zip pockets for little odds that one can put inside there. It's got all the usual fittings, for example, the chest strap, and there's a protrusion here for the bladder if you're going to use it. The bag doesn't come with a bladder, and I've just put one in that I've already had. And then on the side, we've got these little pouches. On both sides, there's one. With a single zip to open up. This would be typically, for things that you would want to use along the way, or cell phone or whatever. The bottom, you've got the little flexible bags, both sides as well, left and right. That would be great for putting in water bottles, anything that you'd like to carry along the road that you need to get in and out of quite quickly. And if you turn the back around, you can see I've sign written it, or I've personalized it. I've got my Midlife Backpackers logo down here, and I've got my South African flag up there. The rest is the normal K-Way branding. K-Way being a South African label, South African brand. This bag, incidentally, cost about 2,399 Rand, say 2,400. There was a special at the stage when I bought it, so I purchased it for 1,800 Rand, which to me is really good value for money. I've had a K-Way bag before, which is 70-liter backpack, which I used in Thailand, Cambodia, and Vietnam. It was thrown around quite a bit, and it stood up very well to all the punishment it got. And it's still a bag that I would use to backpack or slack pack in Thailand, anywhere over the world. It would work very well. And just to show you the features of this, now at the top there's a zip, which is ideal for putting in paperwork and stuff you want to keep. And then it's also got another little pouch, which is the mesh zip. So that's a separate pouch as well. If I close this up, this top section is velcroed onto the bag, so you can actually remove this, pull the velcro off at the back. And this is where the extendability of the bag comes in. You can use this top section as another packing space for sleeping bags or whatever one could use. So that's where they would say the additional 10 liters comes in. All right, if I unclip this, let's get this out of the way. I won't be using that much space. But at the top, it has a drawstring compartment, which you can either access right down into the bottom of the bag, or the internal drawstring, if you close that up, then you would have a separate pouch in top that doesn't connect to the main portion of the bag. So either or, you could either open it up so the whole space would be available to you, or you can have it as a separate pouch. So that's the top section there. The bottom section of the bag, it's got a double zipper as well, and that can be opened up. This is ideal, this bottom pouch, would be ideal for things like sleeping bags, shoes, uh, you know, anything like that. Nice, soft, padded, big items. Then the main section of the bag, which would be likely where your clothes and things would be packed in. Also got a double zip. What I like about the double zips is that they're easily locked by putting a lock onto them if you're worried about security. Unfortunately, the two small pockets on the side don't have the double zip, so you can't really lock them. That's unfortunate. But the main bag and the bottom bag, they can all lock. The main portion of the bag would be in here, so you can put it down flat and access it from the top, like a duffel bag or a tog bag. So what I like about this backpack is that you can put your clothes and everything in here. This is also where the hydration bladder can be put in. There's a little pouch for that. So there's a hydration bladder that I've already put inside there. I'm not sure how practical it will be to actually use, because I'm not sure how easy it would be to get water into here every day if the backpack's already been packed. So that's generally this bag. A nice backpack. I think a good general purpose, and 50 liters seems more than sufficient for the Camino. But at least, even if it's unnecessary size, it's going to be used for other purposes as well. I think this would be a really good general backpack for slack packing or backpacking or hiking or whatever one can do. It's nicely put together. I think it's nicely thought out. And as I say, I've never used it, so I can't really regard this as a review. I'm simply stating why I think it would be nice and why the features to me seem pretty capable for the purpose I want this backpack. And what I would be doing is, the moment I've used it for a while, and I've been through Spain, which is going to be from St. John right through to the Santiago de Compostela, and then possibly to Finestra, Muxia, along the coast. So that's a good 900 kilometers. So if this backpack works well for me, I'll be giving feedback on it as well. The one thing I actually forgot to mention, which when I'm showing you this, is at the bottom there's also the loops here one can use to put a bedding roll or a sleeping bag or whatever. So that can be used there. And then also, of course, very important, there's this lovely bright raincoat that fits over this pack, and it's nice and bright in case of emergency. If you get lost or get into trouble, it's easily used to be seen, and it protects the bag against rain. So generally a very nice backpack, I think. And I think for 1,800 rand, real excellent value for money, even for 2,400. I think this backpack is going to be quite a popular winner. I'll be back with a real review to see whatever the backpack didn't work for and what it did work for, the pros and the cons. I'll be doing that after the Camino. That is, if all goes well and if I finish the whole complete route, I'll be back to review this backpack. So that's the Kway 50 liter Hiker 50 plus 10. All right, cheers. I hope this was useful. Hold thumbs for me. Bye.